Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Matt here, coming at you today with a update video of what's been going on in Division 2. I wanted to show you guys what I'm rocking. I just passed 500. I'm 501 right now. 215,000 armor, 49,000, round that up to 50,000 health. And unfortunately, I have 118 skill power. So what I wanted to do today, like I said, was just run through what I'm wearing, what guns I'm rocking, and for like situational basis, what kind of armor I rock. So like I'm working on it right now. In other means, I'm working on an SMG armor set. So I'm working on an attack. I'm working on a defense armor set. So if you didn't know, you can actually hit, you can go down to here and hit, or hit H on PC. You can have different loadouts. So now that I'm, above 500, that's what I'm doing. I'm working on loadouts now. And I wanted to show you guys what kind of stuff I'm rocking and why I'm rocking it. So for the first one, I'm rocking the Lemon Medium Breather high-end 504. I modified it because I had a previous armor piece that had an incredible amount of damage to elites on it, and this one had an incredible amount of damage to it. I can't really remember what this one had originally on it, but I modified it to increase the 24% damage to elites, plus the 7% cooldown, which is one of the main things I'm rocking for this balanced. I like to call it the balanced gear set, I guess you could say, for all my stuff, like a balanced set, balanced loadout, I should say. If you look down here, I have this one starred for now because I'm still looking for Sokolov Concern. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but I'm looking for more sets like this because this one has the 10% SMG damage. However, this is not part of the this wouldn't be part of the offensive loadout I would be probably rocking, because the offensive loadout I'd probably be looking for more of like damage to my rifle, damage to my assault rifle, or the SMG. I mean, it really doesn't matter as long as I have at least like maybe 4, if not the whole set loadout, SMG with SMG percentage boosts on all of them. So anyway, let's move down to the vest here. I'm rocking a 2 out of 3 set for the Gilligard, which gives me a 5% total armor and a 20% hazard protection. I'm assuming this means like grenades, fire, poison, bleeding. I don't know what this means because you can't really click on it to show details, which is shout out to Ubisoft. Maybe put that in a game where it actually tells you what it protects from. So that's what I'm just assuming that it does. So anyway, this one's more of my tanky set gear item that I'm wearing right now. It's going to offer 15,000 health. And it's going to offer the 9,600 bonus armor. So this one's huge in my defense right now. Plus the 5% total armor, which with the brand set boost. So anyway, you probably noticed that it has an increase in weapon damage, which if I had to change this again, which I might still change it, I might just go ahead and get rid of the weapon damage. But this is probably what I'd be looking for if I had an offensive armor set, is having the weapon damage, because it doesn't really matter what weapon you're rocking, it just gives you that percentage boost towards your LMG, SMG, AR, sniper, whatever you're rocking, shotgun. So that's cool. For the talents, the mods, unfortunately, I'm above the 4 that it requires to have this talent, but they would have the destroying enemies asset grants 50% explosive damage, which is not really that crazy. That's not something I'd really want. But again, moving on to the more defensive part of this set, this gear item. I'm rocking 2 mod slots with 3,400 health and 2,900 bonus armor, plus a bleed resistance, ensnare resistance, health regen, and explosive resistance. And then my offensive slot would be the weapon damage. Again, LMG damage, because I do like to switch my LMG, which we'll get to that. There's something funny I have to show you guys for the LMG. I'll get to that though. I'm rocking the black dye and everything, and then that's my current balanced loadout right now for that chest piece. I'd probably be looking towards this too. This is why this is started for LMGs. So I'm looking for Petrov brand set items. So I'm keeping that. These other ones are great. The reason I'm saving these ones is either because they have damage. or armor, which is this one has 19,000 armor, which is crazy, plus the 8% health. If I can find another set item for it, which that would be crazy, and then I would mod that, because that's not even modded, and it has the base armor at 47k, so that was pretty insane. This one, it's pretty much the same as what I'm rocking anyway, but so I should probably get rid of that. And again, I'm holding on to a lot of stuff that'll have LMG, SMG damage specific, and then if not weapon damage in for something more something that I probably would more want would be weapon damage, because that would just base damage off whatever I'm rocking. So moving on to the next piece of armor, I have the Artemis Fast Draw Holster Araldi Holdings brand set. I have a few of these items of Araldi Holdings within my gear set right now, or loadout. The reason I'm rocking this one is because it has the cooldown reduction. I was talking to my friend Josh the other night. I like to rock my my healing ability and my revive ability or the turret. I like throwing that out every like 60 seconds. I can throw a new turret out, because when you're at this high of a level, your stuff gets destroyed pretty quick, which would be also a reason to increase my skill power, because I can't use any of the buffs, which is unfortunate. It's something else I'm going to be working on, is a defensive, which will probably go towards my defensive group loadout. I'd probably be doing that. I gotta increase the skill power though. It's nowhere close to any of the basic mods I can put on my turret or my drone. So I'm working on that. Just right now I'm working on more of offensive stuff for my base like weapon build. So
incoming backup request.
Incoming backup request. Okay. Like I said, I'm holding on to a lot of this stuff because some of it, you know, I like some of the damage some of these do. Like this one will have critical hit damage, plus the if I get the brand set for it, it'll have the 10% and the 7%. So that one, these all have a reason to be in my inventory. Most part, it's the 499 stuff. But some of the 498s I haven't really looked at. Like this one has 20% cooldown, which I'm like saving that. I might just stash some of this stuff, like the cooldown, so I can like transfer it. So anyway, moving on to the backpack part. The backpack I'm rocking is All Hazards Prime Backpack, 504, 5.11 tactical with 39.9k base armor. So this is a brand set that I actually had 3 of these items at one point. Then I started branching off. If I could, I'd probably have 2 out of 3 here because that 10% extra incoming healing is nice. But I did modify this to 504, so I do have the, this is another damage set item that I thought was necessary to have that critical hit chance, plus the 8% cooldown, and this is like an all, you know, this is a well-rounded piece I have right now. I really like it. It has a 20% increase in my skills, 20% explosive damage, so I'm like using the, I'm using the Grand Launcher as my specialist. So it's good to have that, and I'm rocking defensive mods as usual. So anyway, the other ones here, this is probably the one this is the one I was rocking before I moved up to this one. Because why did I move up to this one? I think it's because of the critical. I mean, I should probably, you know what? I could probably change that to the Gila. I'm not sure why I'm going with the All Hazards right now, because maybe a protection from the elites. I don't know. And then this one also, this one grants 5% armor, so I lose, let me see, I lose about 10k armor right there, because this one has the bonus armor, so that's probably why I did that, because yeah, I wanted to go with 5.11 tactical because it comes with the incoming healing. Anyway, moving on to the next item. I'm sorry if I'm kind of stumbling over the words. I don't usually do these things live, but you know, it's new. Everything is new in life, and you gotta try it once. So this is like the 10th time I've ever done this. So anyway, moving on to the Diamondback gloves. I'm rocking the Gila Guard again. 2 out of 3. This is the other part of that. This is the one with the hazard protection, total armor, health, assault rifle damage, which I actually am not even rocking assault rifles in this setup. I was doing bounties the other day, and I found that it's just nice to have a lot of close range firepower. And I'll get to the why I'm rocking these two weapons, two SMGs, but I do have an AR, I do have an LMG, a sniper, a shotgun, and everything, you know, according to what the situation is. So, again, I have a 5.11 brand set item, which I'm holding on to because it's because I have like pretty much I have an item for 5.11 in pretty much every category at this point. Right here's the 5.11. I got 2 in that one. Not my chest, so I'm still looking for the chest piece. Again, I'm not sure what I would do with this item, the brand set, because it only does extra incoming healing, weapon handling, it's 10%, which that, you know, we could test that out and see what that's about, but it doesn't really, some of these items don't really benefit me, like the marksman rifle damage. I don't use the rifle or the marksman because honestly I have not found a weapon to use for that. For the rifle, I haven't really found a rifle yet, so that's why I've kind of put this one to the side, which I'm actually going to favorite that one. This one has shotgun damage, which honestly I'm going to get rid of that unless I can change it. These other ones I had, I'm not sure. This was this one LMG and SMG. I might save this one because I can probably upgrade the health or upgrade like a SMG damage or LMG damage. So I might hold on to that. Actually, that's a good find. So moving on to the knee pads. We were rocking the nimble knee protectors, Sokolov Concern. Again, it has the SMG damage. It has critical hit chance, bonus armor. And if you notice already, I have a lot of critical chance percentage boosts. Let me see. At least I thought I did. I guess I don't. I really guess I thought I did. This one has 5.5% plus. That's it, actually. Wow. At one point, I was rocking critical hit chance on every single item, so things are changing, and I got to pay attention to that because critical hit chance is crazy. You can hit some pretty good. You can hit some good shots on some guys. If you have like 40% critical hit chance, you can wipe some people out pretty quick. So looking at this, there's a reason why I'm holding on to the Douglas Harding, because it has the accuracy, it has the critical hit damage and chance there, plus the 181 power, and so I'm holding on to those for that reason. This one I would hold on for the weapon damage, but that's assuming I'd have a brand set, plus it has the defense that I'm looking for, that I can probably upgrade. I'm not sure what the cap is on that. That's a 499. So, yeah, I have a lot of Providence defense pieces, so that's interesting. I don't get a lot of China Light Industry corporation sets, so this is probably the only one I have. I'd say that, and I have another one, but I'm pretty sure this is only for my knee pads. This one I have cooldown reduction, so I'd actually get rid of this one. It's like the same, yeah, it's the same piece. This is honestly what you have to do with all your armors. Any of your items that you acquire in game, this is when you hit level 500, it all comes down to the little things, because just one of these can make a huge difference, like health wise. Like for example, what's that piece that I have in my armor? This one has 96 bonus armor. That's pretty insane. Plus the 5%. This is a pretty insane defense item. Plus default armor is at 41.3k. So that's the little thing. So if I didn't have that, I would lose, let's go down to this one. This one has 15k. Hold on. This we'll lose about 20. Yeah, we'll lose about 15k, about 14k armor. So that's huge. That's a huge piece there. If we go to somewhere where there's no armor on it. But moving on to the weapons portion of this video, I am rocking, currently I was rocking the dual SMGs only because this one has 1.2k, which by the way, I have a higher hitting vector, which does 11.2k at 1.2k rounds per minute, but it only has 35 rounds a mag. So this one is 53. I think that is that come a base like that? Oh, it comes with 20 rounds. Can I do the 20 rounds for the new one I just got? Let's see. I think maybe, I don't know. It only gives me 10 rounds, so I'm not sure. Is that because I have it equipped on this one? I want to know this. Like, is this a thing? It should tell me, right? If it was equipped. Let's see. Maybe it'll let me do it because I have two of the same weapon. So I'm assuming. No, it won't let me do it. So that's why I'm not using that one right now, because it doesn't have the. I don't think it has the firepower, honestly. 53 in a mag. I can wipe up someone pretty quick at 1,200 rounds per minute at 10.8k damage. That's a lot of damage. So. It has a 2.1 second reload time, which is also good. And the other reason I'm rocking it is because the chatterbox has a, let's see, I don't know the exact number, but while holster reloading this weapon 5 seconds after the kill, grants 20% rate of fire for 10 seconds. I think, yeah, while holstered, so this would be the reason why I'm holding on to this, because this grants me 20% fire rate towards the 1.2k round per minute. So this thing shoots really fast sometimes, and I can wipe out people pretty quick with that. So more of my AR, I think I'd rock for like more of a long range set. I'd rock the chatterbox plus a AR. I think what I was rocking was a AK of some sort. I think I have it here still. It would be this one. Yeah, it's fully upgraded, 7.6k damage with 600 rounds per minute, 30 in a mag. Which honestly, I find myself reloading this quick more often than usual, and I don't get kills with this a lot. So I dropped that. This the damage is great, but again, the mag and the fire rate just don't work. You'll find yourself not killing people a lot of the times, and this is more for like just regular people. You're just shooting an NPC around that's a red. I mean, this is great for that, but not against elites and whatnot. At least I don't think. I don't use shotguns. Only the time I use shotguns is if I'm just messing around. So if the guy's that close, you're doing something wrong, honestly, or you're just being super aggressive, which honestly half the time I'm being aggressive. It doesn't really work out, let's be honest. Some of the stuff in here I had from leftover from the other night, and I just haven't gone through it. I'm not sure what I'd do with that. This one I don't like because of the damage. It's just something that I would just use my SMG for, and this doesn't have the stability and accuracy that I'd want anyway. Which is another reason I wanted to, like I said, I was gonna get to it earlier, but I wanted to show you guys something that I think is probably one of the best weapons I have, and it's my score level 474 Black Market M60 E6, and it's crazy, but I love this gun. You may think it shoots slow, but look at the damage: 22.3k at 500 rounds per minute. Plus the mod I put on it for an extra 47 rounds, so it does 140. Oh, I'm sorry, not 140. It does 120. I swear it does 120. It has 120 rounds. I swear. Where is it? Yeah, well, I thought it did 120 rounds. 120 rounds in a mag, but that's okay. It does 100 rounds in the mag, and it does really good damage. So unfortunately, this is one of the other reasons I was keeping this weapon, is because the fire rate it would have for 7 seconds. But I went over to my defense for this because it's 4 or less. So I still use it just because of the DPS or the damage. It's pretty good to have 100 rounds, constant damage towards whatever your team's shooting at. So it's nice. I'm gonna get rid of that shotgun because I don't want it. I like this weapon. I'm gonna keep holding on. I'm gonna hold on to it. It does drop me below 500 when I am using it, but that's okay. As long as I have stuff in my inventory that's 500, I'm still gonna get drops. Drops that are level 500 drops. So I don't see anything else that I could honestly talk to you guys about besides the snipers I'm rocking usually, which honestly there's nothing really special about them. I don't use them that much. And again, my talents, I can't use these talents because I got over, you know, the recommended level for them. So, what happened to my Victor? I was using this one. Okay. All right. So moving on to my secondary. This is the Chatterbox. If you guys didn't know, I just showed this, but if you guys didn't know what the Chatterbox did, it's an exotic. It has a 14.5% critical hit chance, 15k damage, which you can upgrade this to like 16 or 17. I'll show you. I'll verify that in the crafting bench after this. But it does 700 rounds per minute. Crazy. 60 rounds in the mag, plus the buff. The buff that that grants you. It grants you a refill, kills with this weapon, refill 20% of its mag, and grants a buff for 10 seconds. So if I get a kill, it's going to refill 10% or 20% of my mag. Plus, while the buff is active, every shot landed increases the magazine capacity by 1 to a max of 60. So I can just keep getting ammo and just keep killing people. This is why this is the highest. This is the best multi-kill weapon for me right now. And then also the holster. Having a holster increases your weapon fire rate for 10 seconds, so that's nice. So that increases my vector like by a lot. And when I have my LMG as well, that 474 LMG that does 22k damage, it's nice to have that for 10 seconds. I just pull that out and I can shoot, get some damage into some people, and it's nice. It's really nice. So with my secondary, if I was rocking an AR, I'd probably rock the SMG. But if I was rocking, let's say, a sniper, I'd probably rock. Honestly, if I was rocking a sniper, I'd probably rock an AR because I can get the range on it. So, either way, if I'm rocking an AR, I'm rocking an SMG or a sniper, or even if I'm rocking an LMG, I'm rocking an SMG. So I always have an SMG in my inventory, or in my, at my disposal. I wanted to move on to the part where I was going to show you the upgraded version of the Chatterbox. I'm working on the blueprints, and it's slow. It's happening slowly but surely. But here is the base one that I got. It does between 12 to 15k damage. It's score level 490. But once you build it, you can go to the vendor and then buy the score level 500, which increases it from 12 to 15 to 13 to 16k. So I'm going to try and upgrade this when I can. I just have trouble finding the exotic components right now. So also what I wanted to tell you guys about, if you've gotten this far in the video, then you're going to really benefit from it if you didn't know about this. If you get into a lobby with someone, for the most part, I ran into a lobby yesterday. I'm not sure if this is an actual thing, but I ran into a lobby yesterday with someone who owned this weapon, who had this weapon, the Liberty, which is an exotic. So, you would think that you'd have to go out around the world and find that. You'd be wrong. You can actually go to the vendor if they're in their lobby and buy it from the vendor. There'd be a blueprint right there in the vendor. I cannot believe that. My friend actually got the Chatterbox by doing that. He just joined my lobby, or we were in the same lobby together, and I found the blueprint. And he was able to just buy it from the vendor. And then I had another friend join upon me and then buy it from the vendor. So he wasn't even in the lobby when I found that. So that's pretty insane. So anyway, that's going to wrap this video up. I don't really have much else to show you guys. If you're interested in my apparel, this is what I have. Nothing really crazy. I have just a bunch of regular stuff. I did find this one and this one and this one in chests. And then the rest ones. I enjoyed the ski mask. It looks cool. I just got the Outcast scarf. You can't really see it with this chest piece, but it's cool. This is all I have. I have the dog tags, earpiece. I have the scarves, 7-card scarves. I'm not going to put that on. We'll put the... I got my favorite part of my apparel is the Black Tusk Commander mask. This is awesome, and my friend Josh also has this one as well. So that one's pretty cool. Pants wise, I'm trying to just match. I'm trying to just go with the all black, like kind of like special forces kind of look, but I'm going with the all like same color. So this is I think this is a gray shirt I'm rocking. So we'd go with that one, and this is my backpack trophies. Rocket T-Rex because why not? I just got this one, this most recent one. Sample vials. Honestly, these ones suck, but the freaking dinosaurs is popping. My boots. I like to rock the Coast Guard boots because they look cool and they're shiny. And these ones look kind of wide, but they kind of match. But I'm rocking all black, so we're doing the Coast Guard boots, baby. So anyway, if you guys haven't enjoyed this video, make sure to like button and subscribe, and leave a comment down below and let me know, you know, what I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing right, or like just say hi. I don't know. So anyway, hope you guys have a great and fantastic day. I will see you on the next one.